What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and welcome to another Injustice 2 character breakdown video. Of course, we got to see 6 characters in the E3 build, got to see a lot of gameplay, and I have already done a breakdown video on Superman, Supergirl, and Atrocitus. So today I'm going to be doing the final single character breakdown. And the last one that I'm going to do will include Batman and Aquaman because they pretty much are the same characters, excluding a couple things which I'll talk about in their specific breakdown, or in, I guess, the next breakdown where I'll talk about both in the same video. But today we're going to be talking about Gorilla Grodd. So Gorilla Grodd is a character that surprised me a lot. I'm not too familiar with the Flash universe, so I didn't know about Gorilla Grodd. Of course, after he was announced, I did my research. I found out, some of his powers and stuff like that. So I was really looking forward to see how they were going to portray this huge, gorilla with telekinesis powers that's incredibly smart. And I think they did a really good job. From the first trailer that I saw, I felt he was the most impressive looking animated fighter. And I think, now watching the gameplay, I think Atrocitus with Dexter on his shoulder is probably the best animated character. He looks really sick. But Gorilla Grodd is definitely impressive, and they made him look awesome. So I can't wait to see, by the way, some of the gear that he's going to have already from the gameplay. We saw that he has a lot of cool stuff. So let's get into his actual gameplay. So the best thing about him, or where he turns into a really scary character, is when his trait is activated, which we'll talk about in a bit. But his base moves, it seems like he has a really good down 2, which is primarily what you use to anti-air people with. So if someone is jumping in on you, you do down 2, and he, like, I don't know, he has like a scoop down 2. It looks really good, and it looks like it catches a lot of people out of the air. And of course, in Injustice, when you down 2 somebody, you could get a full combo. Another thing that he has is a pounce move, which allows you to, finish it off a couple of ways. You could either meter burn it, or you could just let it rock for, full damage. If you meter burn it, it launches your opponent up, so you could extend your combo. I definitely noticed from the gameplays that he has a lot of strings that go into grabs, sort of like what Reptile has in Mortal Kombat X with his forward 2-1, 1+3, where he does the 2 punches and then he grabs you and you can meter burn it and it bounces your opponent and you could continue your combo. It seems like Gorilla Grodd has a lot of strings that lead into grabs like that, where you can meter burn it and launch your opponent for an extended combo. And of course, you have that pounce move, so then you could extend your combo even further. So I think that is definitely pretty good. I saw a lot of times in the gameplays where the person using them would go into a combo string that leads into a grab and meter burn that, and then extend your combo even further, end it with the pounce, and then you could meter burn that grab and extend the combo even further, or end it in max damage. So it looks like you're going to be able to, juggle your opponent multiple times with Gorilla Grodd. Either that, or, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I am pretty sure that you could meter burn one of his command grabs or one of his grabs to restand your opponent. I'm pretty sure I saw that in one of the gameplays. So, you could extend your combo, do a full combo, and then end it with a specific grab that restands and continue your pressure. So it looks like Gorilla Grodd is definitely going to be a really nice pressure character. So moving on here, before we go into his trait, I want to talk about a wake up move that he has. It looks like a Bane style or Ferritor style charge move that goes, I believe, full screen. It looks like it starts up really slow, but then he moves very fast across the screen. I don't know if it's going to have armor or not. I don't recall seeing armor on it, but of course the charge that Bane had in Injustice did have armor, and of course the Ferritor charge in, I forgot which specific variation he has it, but that one has armor as well by default. You don't need to spend a barometer for it. So he definitely has that type of move. For reversal or to try to get through projectiles. So it's going to be interesting to see if they give it armor. So moving on here to his trait, and this is where things get very interesting for this character. He gains a lot of telekinesis moves. Number one is he actually gains a special move that makes your opponent punch yourself. How beautiful is that? It looks so awesome. It looks so sick, so disrespectful for you to have his trait activated, do a combo, and then end it with that specific move that makes your opponent punch himself in the face. That is so awesome. Moving on now to another one of his special abilities that he gains while in trait. He actually pounds his chest. Gorilla Grodd pounds his chest doing a special move while in trait, and it makes projectiles go right through him. So Superman does a projectile, it went right through Gorilla Grodd. It didn't even phase him. He didn't get hit by it, nothing. It just goes right through him. I don't know how long that specific move takes because it's not part of the trait. It's like it becomes available to you after you trait up, because I definitely saw that the person using him did the special move which made Gorilla Grodd pound his chest, and then after he was invulnerable to projectiles. So it's gonna be interesting to see how long they give him that for. He also has a hover when he is in trait, and not only that, but the hover, I believe you could detonate his trait. It's kind of hard to explain. It's something like where Atrocitus could activate his life drain and then make it explode, something like Warrior Predator does. And in this gameplay that you guys are seeing here, at some point Gorilla Grodd levitates, and then he does a huge like explosion type move that it looks like it hits full screen. So it's kind of hard to explain, but you guys will see it at some point in this gameplay. And he also in trait mode gets a Kenshi style push. So you guys know for MKX Kenshi in balance or in whatever mode, he gets back forward 2, which is a like half screen push, and it's like a get off me tool. You can meter burn that in MKX. Who knows how strong it's going to be in Injustice 2, but it's always nice to have one of those get off me tools. So I think that about covers Gorilla Grodd. I can't wait to see more of this character. To me, it looked like he was the most raw of the characters that were there, and by that I mean like the most incomplete character, because of course they're still working on these characters, all the changes. They're probably going to add more moves to the characters, change some of the characteristics of some moves. So I can't wait to see some more gameplay of him in the future. I'm definitely going to try him out when he comes out because he looks very, very interesting, especially when he goes into trait. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the Gorilla Grodd gameplay breakdown, and I will see you guys next time.